Hi, Pauline.
Hi, Sandra.
Our podcast today is about the novel Weight of Paradise by the author Iman Younes Hmaydan. Who is Iman Younes Hmaydan, Pauline?
Iman was born in Ain Aanoub, a village in the Jabal of Druze, Mount Lebanon, in 1956. She grew up during Lebanese War, studied sociology at the American University of Beirut, and earned a PhD in history from Stanford University in California in 2007. What about her personal activities, Sandra?
Iman is a Lebanese novelist, journalist, and researcher known for her short stories. She taught creative writing as part of the International Writing Program at the University of Iowa in the United States. She also co-founded the Lebanese PEN Club. As for her publications, Iman has several novels: B for Beirut, Other Life, Wild Berries, and The Weight of Paradise, which won the Qatara Prize for Arabic Novel in 2016. Iman's work have been translated into French, English, German, Italian, and Dutch. Can you tell us a bit more about the novel summary, Pauline?
The story of the novel "The Weight of Paradise" takes place between Syria, Beirut, and Istanbul, war zones where entire populations are victims of conflict they didn't choose. Their destinies lead them to totally unexpected places where the strongest dominate and rights are simply lost. It is within this political, social, and psychological ruins that the love story is born.
A love story between Noura the Syrian and Kamal the Turkish, who met in Istanbul. Noura fled the injustice of traditions and the tragic situation in Syria, which caused the suicide of her sister Hana after she fell pregnant by an intelligence officer. The title of the novel is inspired by this love story. When an Egyptian perfumer seller asked Kamal if 50 grams of paradise were enough, Kamal was touched by the question and told Noura that a single gram of their paradise together would be enough. But of course, there is no doubt that the book's strength lies in the social theme it addresses. It is as if this love story, with all the depth and weight that this concept entails, is a getaway to delve into deeper and, let's say, more serious subjects, such as the journey of writing, the imposed silence, and the power of truth. The author speaks about the suffering and difficulties that accompany the writing process. Writing is difficult. It is not nothing. It does not come from nowhere. It begins in despair. Despair is the compass of writing. It is only then that I know the blue hour has arrived and that words are waiting to be brought into the light.
There is no doubt that writing is one of the greatest ways to express life, and life is an inherent human right, wherever one might be. The author says about this that life is a right that cannot be postponed until tomorrow, and then the place where I am is the mirror of my soul and will necessarily resemble me.
And concerning the silence that is imposed in conservative society because the price of the truth is too high, silence is a social economy. But it is an economy without saving or investment. Rather, it's a subsequent loss that accumulates and grows over time. They close their eyes to knowing anything. The price of truth is expensive and no one wishes to pay it.
Yes, and the truth is also subject to personal circumstances, and we cannot always express it if we want to. Concerning the relationship between a woman and her husband, and when the relationship leaves something to be desired, the author says she could have left him without mercy, while he was in perfect health, far from the spectre of death. But how can we abandon someone who has no future?
And perhaps, Pauline, the hardest truth is the one that begins with oneself, face to face in the mirror. Confronting and questioning others is easy, said the author. The difficulty begins when you have to question and confront yourself, where there are no masks, where there is nothing, just your bare skin and your eyes.
Yes, and perhaps no one questions the truth of their soul and searches for it in their new city more than an expatriate. The author says when we are invisible immigrants, like the cities inhabited by the migrants, he does not see them, but he sees in every corner of them something that resembles his own city and reminds him of it.
After the love story of Kamal and Noura, in the next podcast we will discover the story of Mona, the Lebanese expatriate, a militant mother in 1980s in Montreal.
Absolutely. In the new podcast, we will discover the novel Hotline by the author Dimitri Nasrallah.
And because each and every story has its own word, we hope you will be with us each and every time.
Goodbye.